Long ago, in the highlands of Ethiopia, there was a kingdom known for its beauty. But beauty fades when the rains disappear. For 7 endless years, not a drop fell from the sky. The rivers turned to dust, the cattle groaned with hollow bellies, and children carried empty gourds to streams that no longer flowed. Inside the palace, the king grew desperate. He sent riders across the land, searching for wise men, prophets, and healers. Yet none could summon the clouds. At night, the cries of hungry mothers echoed in the royal court. And among them all, one heart ached most, the heart of the king's daughter. The princess, known for her kindness, could not bear to watch her people suffer. One moonlit night, when the stars shone like silver dust, the princess went alone into the garden. She knelt beneath the ancient sycamore tree and prayed. "O heavens, hear me. Let my people drink again, even if the cost is mine to bear." The wind shifted. The leaves trembled. Mist rose from the dry fountain. From its center stepped a tall figure, his skin glistening with droplets, his hair flowing like storm clouds. Lightning flickered faintly in his eyes. "I am the spirit of rain," he said, his voice rolling like thunder. "I have heard your plea. If you will be my bride, I will pour life upon your land." The princess trembled. To marry a spirit was to step beyond the world of men. But she remembered the hollow eyes of the children, the cracked earth, the king's sorrow. She whispered, "Yes. I will be your bride." The rain spirit lifted his hand, and the sky obeyed. First a drop. Then another. And then, thunder cracked, and the heavens opened. Rain fell in torrents. Rivers swelled. Dust became mud, and the mud gave birth to green. The people sang and danced in the storm. Their thirst was quenched. The kingdom rejoiced. But in the palace garden, the princess stood silent, knowing her life had changed forever. On the night of their union, the rain spirit came to claim his bride. With arms of mist, he carried her into a realm unseen by mortal eyes. It was a palace not of stone, but of water and crystal. Walls rippled like rivers, and the floor gleamed like mirrors. Strange beings bowed their heads, half human, half wave, whispering in voices like dripping streams. The princess was dressed in a golden bridal gown, her hair woven with beads. She walked beside the rain spirit into his shimmering throne room. It was wondrous and terrifying. For though the halls glittered, no warmth dwelled there. At first, the rain spirit was gentle. He spoke sweetly, he draped her in jewels of dew. Yet as time passed, she discovered the truth. This realm was eternal twilight. She could never walk in sunlight again. She could never hear her father's voice, nor laugh with her people. Each morning, she woke in silence, surrounded by cold waters that never stilled. The rain spirit's love was possessive, binding her as tightly as chains. The rains fell faithfully on her kingdom, but her freedom was gone. And in her heart, sorrow grew heavy, drop by drop, like water filling a jar. Seasons turned. The princess's voice grew weak with longing. One day, she fell to her knees before her husband and wept. "Great Spirit, let me see my people. Let me walk once more beneath the sun, if only for a single day." The rain spirit's eyes darkened like storm clouds. "Do not ask this again," he said. "A promise cannot be broken without a price. You are bound to me, as rain is bound to cloud. Would you have your people thirst again? Would you undo their joy?" The princess bowed her head. Her tears mingled with the waters of his hall. She was trapped, not by hatred, but by love twisted into captivity. Back in the mortal realm, the kingdom flourished. The fields shimmered with wheat. Rivers overflowed with fish. Children splashed in puddles, and the land blossomed like paradise. Yet joy was incomplete. The palace was draped in mourning. The king sat in silence, staring at his daughter's empty seat. Songs of praise turned into laments. The villagers whispered, "We have rain, but we have lost our jewel." The land had been saved, but the people's hearts ached. Rain had fed the soil, but it had stolen their princess. Legends say the princess's spirit lingers still. On stormy nights, when rain lashes the earth, some swear they hear her voice, soft, sorrowful, carried on the wind. Mothers hush their children and warn. Do not make promises you do not understand. For every gift carries a cost, and every vow is a chain. Some say she weeps for her people. Others say she watches with pride, knowing they live because of her sacrifice. But all agree, her story is a warning, carved into the memory of the rain itself. And so ends the tale of the princess who married the rain spirit, a love story with a price. She gave everything to save her people. In return, she found sorrow, yet also became eternal, a voice in the storm, a lesson in the thunder. Remember this, every promise binds us, every choice shapes not just ourselves, but all who depend on us. If this story touched your heart, don't let it fade like raindrops on stone. Share it, subscribe for more tales of wisdom, and together, let us keep the voices of our ancestors alive. For within their stories lies the rain that waters our souls.